Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 323, and welcome back to another episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Today, we are continuing our Eden hard mode streak. I apologize. We're on 15 right now. I thought we just got 16 last time. Don't tell me I have mods turned on. I don't. I definitely don't. Maybe we got 15 last time and I'm just misremembering. But let's go ahead and continue this thing and go for 16 today. Looking at this start here, we got Shoop De Whoop and Toxic Shock. Seed's going to be G14C CMYR. As you can tell, if you've been watching, or at least not watching necessarily, but keeping up with the Kardashians, if you've been keeping up with my videos, you know that I hit a nice little sick patch here, and it's great. I've been sick since last Thursday. That's when I recorded all of those lovely videos that you guys have been watching. Well, I guess last week by the time this comes out. I'm not using the pill, by the way, because I'm nervous it could be bad trip. Yeah, for some reason still sick. It's been now 8 days. Not that that's like an anomaly, like, oh, sick for 8 days. Someone call the Jimmy Neutron and see if he can get on the case and maybe solve this issue. No, mostly I just hate being sick. It also makes it very not fun to record, as you can see, because I word a lot when I record. I don't know how I made it through that, but I deserve all the money in the world for doing so, so thank you very much. In here, we are going to find a lovely mystery sack. Not a bad item. But yeah, you know, it's not like getting sick for 8 days is like the craziest thing that's ever happened to someone. However, I'd like to get over it because it makes it difficult to record. Also just started my full-time job this week, so this will be like the first little, I guess I'll go ahead and just pop that. Oh, sorry if I'm also just like gross and snotty and coffee and like basically like the worst combination of things for recording my voice so that people have to hear it. Not only does it not sound anything like me, but you also get to listen to a nice sniff every 10 seconds, as well as coughs that are caused by what feels like my, I was going to say scrotum, what feels like my lungs being suffocated. So, you know, it's pretty bad. It's not fun. But we're going to trek through it anyway, because I have to get stuff recorded, because I'm running out of my my backlog of stuff that I did have recorded. Duke of Flies stands almost no chance, and now he stands no chance. Here we're going to pick up a question mark, which is Mr. Dolly, which is great. I am now not afraid to use this. It is infested, so it wasn't bad trip all along. And now we should feel bad about ourselves for throwing away that Two of Diamonds card. But, you know, impatient. Okay, this room is never fun. Unless it is. Except for when it is. But yeah, I decided... That didn't hurt me. Oh, by the way, we start with 8 tier stat and 3.33 damage. Obviously damage, little bit subpar, but the increased rate of fire makes up, and Mr. Dolly is a fantastic tiers upgrade, so we're now at a 6. We're definitely a bit ahead of the curve for where you'd like to be here early on. Not to mention Toxic Shock is also just a fantastic item all around. This room is not fun, but again, Toxic Shock makes it easy, weakens all these guys, and gives us a good chance. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm hoping to be better soon. But like I said, also started my new job, so we're kind of moving into the territory that I talked about during my update video of, you know, trying to see what exactly I can handle while working at this place. I found out I am going to be able to do my flex scheduling like I was hoping, so I am going to be working 4 days a week for 10 hours a day. That was a juicy one. For 10 hours a day, as well as, and then just have Fridays off. So I'll have 3-day weekends, which will which will give me a lot of a lot of different opportunities to record, which is good. You know, I technically also have opportunities during the week, but I work from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., so let's get our deal with the devil here and see what it is. Caffeine pill is bad. In here, we get Brimstone, which is goob, so I will take it, even though it's going to put us in kind of a scary situation HP-wise. Let's just make sure we survive here, and we'll be just fine. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's, you know, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., it's not terrible, plus then you've got it's about 45 minutes to work each way. or the commute, you know, to work and then home. Okay, it's Mystery Sack Panel with a free red heart. Would have been nice. I should have explored the rest of the rooms first. Go ahead and pop that Retrovision. Should have explored the rest of the rooms first because it would have allowed us to take Brimstone for the low price of 1 red heart instead of 3 spirit hearts, but that's okay. Should probably, I understand, go to the shop and maybe buy something, but no. I'm going to come in here and see what they got going on in here. Yeah, I'll do it. It also makes absolute sense to trade 1 bomb for 2, so that is what I will do. The golden chest was not worth it, but, you know, if you count turning 1 bomb into 2 bombs, I'd say we probably came out close to equal, somewhere near equal. And that's all I care about. Okay. Let's head on to the next floor. 4 minutes, 42 seconds, and we're making good time for my first run back in over a week. But yeah, so we're testing out the schedule and seeing, you know, how much I'm able to record. If I can go back to doing 2 episodes or 2 videos a day. I'll be honest, it seems unlikely, but I'm still, you know, trying to believe in myself nonetheless. Let's not take this in case it's a bad trip. I know I took a pillow on the last floor, like, contrary to that exact same fear. However, I do what I want, okay? Yeah, we'll see what we can do here. But other news, I'm sick. That's good. I'm also in a weight loss competition with one of my coworkers, even though we just started, which is great. So I'm also dieting and exercising. You know what really makes you not want to diet and exercise? Yeah, being sick. I can't even have cough drops because I'm doing a... Technically, it's supposed... Like, in an ideal world, it's 0. We get Jesus Juice here, which is great. In an ideal world, it's supposed to be 0 carbs, but really it's closer to just a low-carb diet. However, there are carbs in cough drops, and when I'm sick like this, I consume quite a few cough drops. So, unfortunately... Oh, wait, we have 16 cents. I'm stupid. I forgot we had counterfeit penny, which means I can buy diplopia, which means, sorry, Shoop Doop, we're already shooting lasers from our mouth, so I don't really see a reason to double up on that. But... having the chance to get to boss rush and maybe double all of the items in there sounds way more interesting to me. And that is the first hit we've taken in the entire run, I think. And so, you know what? Even though you never want to be happy about taking a hit, I can at least be happy that it happened that late. Strange Attractor, I think, is probably in my top 10 worst items in the game. But Brimstone is perhaps one of the few items that I can actually tolerate it with. So since we have Brimstone, we may as well take advantage of that. But yeah, so I'm dieting, which means I'm also sad and hungry in addition to sick. The diet's actually not that bad. It's, like I said, it's low carb, which pretty much just means vegetables and meats, and I don't really like vegetables, so pretty much just meat. I've eaten meat and like salads with nothing on them for pretty much every meal. You can also do cheese. Cheese isn't too bad for you. There's not too many carbs in it, so like I put shredded cheddar on my salads, but no dressing, unfortunately. PJ's is fine. I did find out today that like one of the downsides of it, like even though I love meat, because you know I'm such a man, am I right? But yeah, no, I love eating meat. I mean, I literally work for a company that sells grilling accessories, so I feel like that's kind of part of the package, if you will. A bomb beggar, you see those so rarely. That's okay though. We would like you to pay out with something. Synth oil is wonderful. We would also like a bomb, if we could, to blow up the tinted rock that is in there. It's very rare that you find a tinted rock inside of a one of those. You know what I'm saying? You like it when I'm really nondescript? It's rare that you find a tinted rock inside of an arcade. However, we happen to find one, so we may as well take advantage of it and see if we can get small rock. In fact, I will blow up. You wanted the bomb, you're going to get the bomb. That is right, and that is a freaking mother load of stuff, which is going to make the shop worth it, which is good. But yeah, so I'm in a weight loss competition. It's actually like going pretty well so far, the diet though. I mean, here's the thing about doing the low carb diet. If you've ever done it or you know someone that's done it, they probably have let you know. You lose a ton of weight initially, but it's just water weight. You don't actually lose any fat. So like I've only been doing it for like 3 days now, and I'm 6 pounds down. Now I know I haven't lost 6 pounds. It's just the water weight is being shed. However, over time when you do it, then eventually the weight does come off. I think, you know, I'm not like a scientist or anything, but I'm pretty sure the basic premise is that your body needs fuel, and it burns that fuel, and typically that fuel comes from carbohydrates. They're the most, I think, efficient form. Now, the most efficient form are like, you know, whole grains and stuff like that, but even sugars are carbohydrates and function to give your body energy. And when your body doesn't have any carbohydrates to burn, it goes to the next possible fuel source, which I guess is fat. And so you lose a lot of weight very quickly. And if you do it for, you know, a decent amount of time, you're not supposed to do it for like prolonged periods of time because it's not that nutritious. I mean, it's not bad for you for certain, but you know, it's certainly not as healthy as eating fruits and vegetables for every meal. Can't have fruits either, unfortunately. We will take sack of pennins, yep, penny pastas. The ong is fine. I don't think we're gonna die on this run, but just in case I get a little help, just in case I get basically bad at this game, then we'll at least have a safety net of sorts. But yeah, then your body burns fat, which is cool. I need to, you know, I basically sat down and just had. It's like. It was a good situation and a bad situation. Here's what happened. So I went to a local bar. It's a half bar, half restaurant kind of thing. No, it's not Applebee's. We went there and we got some food, and they have these great, like, ridiculous happy hour specials. I'm talking like some of the most insane happy hour specials you've ever seen. We will take the mark. I'm talking on Tuesdays, it's $2 beers, $2.50 burgers, like, and then really cheap appetizers. It's like $5 for an entire small pizza. It's like $4 for 4 giant pretzel sticks. It's like, basically, imagine a good deal. It has them all. All these great appetizers: toasted ravioli, chips and salsa, chips and queso, freaking other things, I'm sure. But, so what happened was, I went in there and I saw there was a great deal. So I ordered. Well, first of all, we got there at like 6:56, and the happy hour ended at 7, so we had to order real fast. So I was under pressure already. And so first thing I saw, I know I love the pretzel sticks. They give you pretzel chicks? Yep, that's it. Pretzel sticks with beer cheese, which I know they're delicious. It's what I get most of the time during it. So I first initially ordered those. And then I asked how much the beers were, because I forgot. And then she said they were $2, and I was like, holy crap, I want a $2 beer. But because it was, you know, happy hour was about to end, I was freaking out because it was like, oh, well, you know, I can order them now. So I got a couple of them just to make sure. And then I realized it's Tuesday. You can get $2.50 burgers with any beverage purchase. So then I was like, well, crap. Now I have a beverage. I wasn't initially going to get a beer, but now I have a beverage. Therefore, I would like my $2.50 burger. So I said, instead of the pretzel sticks, can I switch that for the $2.50 burger? And she said, sure. And so I thought everything was hokey-dory, whatever that phrase means. I hear it said a lot, but I don't really know what it means. I thought everything was going to be fine. And then, you know, 10, 20 minutes later, however long it takes a typical place to churn your food out. What are we at? Depths 1. However long it takes, she comes back out with 2 beers. Oh, Cricket said it's great. With 2 beers. Oh, almost ran into that. She comes out with 2 beverages that I had ordered. If you're wondering what they're worth, I would call them Lunas Azules. Luna Azule, I guess. Blue Moon. Delicious beer. Pentagram is also great. This run's freaking fantastic, by the way. And we now have the ability to fly. So, we're definitely going to make boss rush. Hopefully we get something good in there, because we're going to diplopia all of it. Hopefully we can get a teleportation card on this floor, because we'd like to just snag 5 items for free and then skadoodle our boodles, if possible. Can't even pick those up. Anyway, she comes out with my 2 beers and my burger and the pretzel sticks that I had asked to replace. So I could have just said, you know, there's been a misunderstanding. I didn't want the pretzel sticks. However, I enjoy pretzel sticks. So I kept the burger and the pretzel sticks, and I ate them both, as well as the beer. And afterwards, you know, I was feeling not so great in the tum. I'd eaten a lot. Tarot cloth is great. What do we got here? A world card and a teleportation card? Nope, hangman. We'll take world. Wasn't feeling so great in the time. I knew I had eaten a lot. I just wasn't sure how much, so I decided to come home and weigh myself, which you should never do if you want to keep, morale high. But I did, at which point I realized that it was time to go on a diet. I'm not gonna, share my weights on YouTube because it's a little weird. But I realized it was time to make a change. I won't say what I initially weighed and what I weigh currently. However, I will say that, let's just say going into college, I was a rather skinny fellow. And honestly, probably needed to gain a little bit of weight. If you look at pictures of me back from my freshman year, I was a dang twig. And honestly, probably did need to gain a little weight. And I certainly gained some weight at college, as the typical person does. However, like I said, it would have been nice, it would have filled my frame out nicely if I would have gained a little bit. But I wouldn't classify 60 pounds as a little bit. So I went from like tiny, skinny. People were mad at me because they're like, dude, you can eat anything and you can, and you don't get fat. I'm like, I know, it's just so great to be me. Am I right? We come in here. Maw of the Void is certainly going to be taken. There's an angel statue in here. For some reason, I'm going to fight it because I don't know if it... Okay, I forgot. We got a little sucky. Because I don't know if it's going to give me anything good. And if it is, I would like... Okay, no key piece. That's fine. We will take this. Guarantee Polaroid invincibility. We'll also come into here and see... Yeah! We're going to diploply of these. We will take... Obviously, you're going to get your one of each. Because that's the way things work. Which of these was the original and which is the non-original? Well, since I know I want double proptosis, if it even works, it may not even work, and it's looking like it may not have worked. However, we're going to be doing so much damage. I actually don't want the body, strangely enough, because it's like it's a lot of pressure on me. Under pressure. No, it's I just don't want. I want to keep the Polaroid invincibility. Anyway. Gained a ton of weight in college. I've pretty much been telling myself, since I've known over the last... I actually didn't gain any weight my first year. It's the 3 years after that when I moved off campus and really started eating fast food a lot more. Honestly, I could probably, if I just cut out fast food, I could probably get back to what I was when I first came in. It would take some time, obviously, like 3 years of bad decision making, basically have to undo. So that kind of sucks. But... I've known I've been gaining it, and I've been telling myself, I'm busy at college. I got work to worry about, and schoolwork, and once I come home, that's when I'm gonna fix it. And so, finally, time, unfortunately, to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm doing my best, forgetting the rest, So we'll see, how well it actually ends up going. We'll see if I miraculously lose 20,000 pounds, like I'm hoping. Or, I'll do what I usually do whenever I try to lose some weight. I'll give up within about 3 days. But I'm on day 3 right now, and it's going okay. So I'm not hungry, which is good, which is weird because... Now, here's the other problem with dieting is I do it wrong every time. You're supposed to, they give you, recommended, calories that you're supposed to eat. And I have this lovely app called MyFitnessPal, sponsored by, what's it called? X Fitness? No, X? What's that company that's logo is the X and they make... I can't remember. They make fitness stuff. It's like out of body or something. What's it called? Looks like 2 hoops. It makes like an H or like an X. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's like a really prominent company. Sports Ed? No, that's not... I have no idea. But, oh God, I'm pretty sure Tiger Woods is sponsored by them. I have no freaking idea. But I use an app by them, and it, you track what you've been eating, and it tells you, how many calories are in what you eat, how many carbs are in what you eat. And also you input, your weight, your current weight, your height, your age, all that stuff, and you also input what you want to weigh and how much you want to lose, how quickly you want to lose it. So, okay, well, that was bad. I am cranked up to losing 2 pounds a week, which, honestly, I'd like to lose more than that, which is what I'm trying to do. But anyway, it gives you a recommendation. So my thing is you want to eat about 1,500 calories a day. And, ideally, the way you're supposed to diet is you're supposed to eat 1,500 calories, but you're supposed to eat it in good food. So you're supposed to get 1,500 calories, and you're supposed to eat decently healthy. When I diet, I eat food that's healthy, but I also eat like none of it. So I basically like starve myself. Like yesterday, the first day of it, I ate about, yes, we'll take both of these. Yesterday, I ate a whopping 500 calories, and if you subtract the distance that I ran, my net calories for the day were about 100. You're not supposed to do that. I will go ahead and pop this. Not only were my net calories only near 100, but I also ended up today doing, second day, pretty much same thing. Today I'm on track to, have a little bit more. And, if I didn't exercise, it wouldn't be as bad, but I feel like you gotta exercise when you're doing this because why not? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take this. How to jump's kind of useless. But anyway, bottom line is, hopefully I can lose some weight. And, if I do, maybe I'll make a nice little... Oh, yeah, my eyeball itched. Maybe I'll make a nice little update video about, make a nice motivational workout video. You can do it! Believe in yourself! You're the strongest! You don't need that cheeseburger, although I will say the cravings for Chinese food... it's that way in life. It's no different than, someone who's, raised in a household where they're, not allowed to watch TV, and then you go over to your friend's house and they got cable television. You're watching every episode of 2.5 Men that you can. Or, you grow up in a household, or, you got these people that, they grew up and they never drank. A la myself, a la. Is that how you say it? In example, whatever I'm trying to say. For example, myself. Grew up never drinking, and then you turn 21, and you haven't been doing it your entire life, and suddenly you have the opportunity, and maybe you go a little off the deep end, and maybe you start drinking a little too much. Not in an alcoholism sort of way, but that's probably why I gained so much weight over the last couple of years, is because I also turned 21. Beer has a lot of carbs in it, so, avoid it. Also, calories, 180 freaking calories a bottle, and you drink, several at a time. You're drinking, a meal in liquid. It's not good for you. However, I forgot about that double. What were we talking about? Why am I ranting about alcohol? Oh, it's that same situation. You start, all of a sudden, I forgot what my analogy was going to be. I apologize. Make the analogy yourself. Whatever I said, when you don't let... Oh, there we go, Chinese food. When you want something, it's when you tell them they can't have something. So if you grew up in a strict household and your parents were like, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, what's the first thing you're going to do when you move out, / go to college, / get independent? You're going to eat all of that. You're going to smoke all of that. You're going to drink all of that. You're going to be a bad boy. And that's kind of what I do is, the second I start this diet, I'm like, man, you know what sounds really good? Everything with carbs in it. Pizza would be nice. A burger would be cool. Chicken Sammy? Heck yeah. Let's crack these bad boys open. Yeah, we're not taking that. I don't even want Zodiac. Let's see if we can get, a nice little... Hey. See if we can get a nice little, reroll of sorts. That would be what I'm looking for. If you could bring that my way. But yeah, so, diet started, so... If I sound more depressed in my videos, that's probably why. Or maybe I'll be happier because I finally won't have to look at a giant beer belly anymore. That'd be kind of cool if I could just... Honestly, I don't even care about the weight. The weight is but a number, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care about that. I mostly care about physical appearance because I'm a superficial son of a gun like we all are. And mainly just care that I'm going to be going to the beach later this summer. On the beach. I'm going on a little trip of sorts with some close friends from home, which is exciting. Going to Panama City Beach. Sorry, got the PC beach wrong. And honestly, I would like to be able to step onto the sand without getting mocked. So, that's the ultimate goal behind it all. Is, lose some weight in the next 3 months. I don't think I'm going to do this no-carb thing for the next 3 months, mostly because I think I read that it's pretty unhealthy. But I could at least do it for this month, lose a lot initially, and then, just attempt to keep it off over the next month by allowing myself to have Chinese food. But perhaps, if I go to a Chinese buffet, you tell yourself, maybe you don't eat the entire buffet while you're there and, have the attendants, have to escort you out. And that's a little embarrassing sometimes. Of course, we've picked the every path that is not correct in what is probably, perhaps, one of the fastest runs I've ever done, which is good, considering the last run was so long. The last one was like over an hour long. This one is pretty much the exact opposite, so we can thank the game for that because we have a pretty much guaranteed 16 win streak coming our way. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then we'll go for 17. I have heard people voice their concerns. A lot of people are saying, you know, Isaac's getting a bit stale. You know, maybe it's time for a new roguelite, and, you know, I can understand that. A lot of people have said, well, by a lot of people, I mean, like, my 10 fans, you know, so, really, which way is it? Some people have stated that, you know, something like, and go back to Enter the Gungeon, I've heard they've added things recently. I've heard they recently added more hops. And I heard they also added a bunch more guns and a bunch more stuff to do. However, you guys may remember we tried that on the channel for a bit, and the biggest issue with that was just, you know, it takes an hour plus, once you get good at it, to get through a single run. And, you know, honestly, like, it's okay when an occasional Isaac run goes over an hour, but that game, it's literally pretty much every single episode. You're guaranteed you're going to go over an hour. And I just can't do that. That's going to be the end of this one, though. But you know, let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Are you guys getting tired of Isaac? My favorite game ever. Are you getting tired of seeing this? I mean, we are, like, if you combine Afterbirth plus Afterbirth plus Rebirth, I'm probably getting close to 200 episodes of everything. So, you know, maybe a lot. But actually, if you include the mods and stuff, I'm pretty sure we're probably... probably not over yet, but we're pretty close. So, you know, if that's not if this game isn't your cup of tea and you're getting a little tired of it, just let me know, and, you know, maybe we'll look at something else. I've heard, had people also recommend Dead Cells. That is a pretty hip and happening roguelite game right now. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This episode was so fast, and I didn't even talk about the run at all, which is kind of exciting. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by, because we would love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I didn't, like, cough for the entire, like, latter 20 minutes of that run, and then I just looked at my water, and now my throat hurts. See ya!